God, we made it. Let's go ahead and put some gas and then we're gonna talk about it. People are still filling the fuel cans. I don't know, way too many people here. I figure I'll park right here real quick. And just to let you know, first of all, big prayers to everyone that was affected by this hurricane. For us, it was a tropical storm, but again, devastating to see what actually happened out there. But really, as we look at some of the pictures on Facebook and some of the video and things like that, especially in places like Fort Myers, and wow, it's just, it makes you feel like completely blessed in a way, because we were with no power for about a day and a half, and actually it came back pretty quickly. In the past, we've been with no power for days at a time. It puts you in a place where I don't even want to complain. I really don't even want to complain. We don't have internet yet, and still not even complaining, because when you see the devastation that happened in some of these other places here in Florida, it's like, wow, it's incredible. So again, prayers to the victims of the hurricane. And just really sad that a lot of people, either one, they lost a life. I don't know if anybody has yet, but at least property and things like that. It's just, you know, really sad and really no words to describe. I couldn't even imagine if tomorrow my house is underwater. I couldn't even imagine that. But anyways, you know, as we go through this storm, we made it. It's a little bit scary, of course. By the time that it made it to Flagler County, here where I am, it was a tropical storm. So again, it wasn't really that crazy. We've been through many other hurricanes that has been really scary, really devastating to our county here. As well. So again, by the time that it made it here, it wasn't completely that bad. Again, no power for about a day. Still family members that I have, like my brother-in-law, my mother-in-law, they still have no power. Obviously, we're helping each other as families, as a family that we are. But again, it wasn't to the point that it was down in some other parts of Florida. Some of you guys are new to the area, and I know Florida has had a lot of people come over. So remember, guys, hurricane season is around this time. So food and water is one of the things that a lot of people get, a lot of people prepare. Everybody knows that. But you know, some of the things that I use a lot during this time, and I'm just gonna put it out there for some of you guys, is a battery pack. If you don't have a battery pack, you gotta get one. A great company for that's Anchor. They make great products. I have reviewed many of them in my main channel. So again, battery pack, so you could charge your cell phone, because if you charge your cell phone, you're able to get information, right? You're able to go on Facebook, you're able to go places like that and gather that information that you may need. So again, don't cheap out on that. Get a couple battery packs. They're not really expensive, and you're going to be able to utilize it big time. Another thing that I'm going to put out there it's gonna be radio. So again, those weather radios are fantastic, and you get a ton of information with that as well. In fact, the service was horrible, and lately Verizon has been completely horrible. They used to be really good, but I don't know what happened. Now they're completely horrible. So again, you know, if you don't have essentially reception, you could go into the radio station and you could get some information. So I'm talking about some of the ones that you have a little crank, solar panel, and all that stuff, and you're able to get some information. In fact, I was able to get information here from the sheriff, local officials, local people that are passing information through the radio station. I actually saw that on Facebook. They were going to be broadcasting. I tuned in and I got a ton of information via the radio as my phone was barely working. And now that I'm talking about that, I want to give a big shout out to our local government over here. The sheriff did a great job. The people in the city, Palm Coast City, did a great job. Our local first responders, amazing job. You know, our city workers, great. What a great job cleaning the city, making sure everything is good to go. Our law enforcement officers making sure that our city was protected. I mean, you know, firefighters, the emergency response center, the EOC, truly grateful for your service to us and the service to our community. Because I tell you what I saw through Facebook, through the radio and things like that, I actually felt like, you know, there were people out there that was making sure that me and my family were safe. Truly appreciate it. So again, with that being said, make sure you got points of contact for those people. If you're new into the area and you're gonna go through a storm, make sure you have point of contact for those people, because they're gonna give you great information. But if you don't know where to get that information, obviously it's not gonna be good. So just putting this out there, obviously food, water is critical, but you know, a battery pack to charge your cell phone, to be able to get information, a little radio is also a really good thing to have to be able to get information as well. And I'm going to tell you, this must be like a biblical thing. I'm just going to say this because it always happens. I've been through a lot of hurricanes, and it's unbelievable that after every hurricane or after every storm, the weather is gorgeous. Look how gorgeous it is. And it always reminds me that after the storm, there's gonna be peace and there's gonna be calm, and it's gonna be, I don't know what to say about that, but it gotta be a biblical thing, because every time I see a storm we just went through, or even a personal storm in my life, there's always peace in the other side. So look at the weather. It's just gorgeous today. So if you're new here into Florida, I definitely recommend you to do some research when it comes to hurricanes, because once the hurricanes and storm hit, you won't be able to do much, right? You won't be able to prepare at that point. You know, I have had so many things in the last couple years of preparedness that I'm able to run a generator. I'm able to put a window unit. I put a window unit on my house. I turned in the AC. I had AC on my master bedroom. But all those things has been things that I've been buying through the years. It's not like I bought all that at once, right? So again, if you're new to Florida, trust me, eventually you're gonna have a generator, and eventually you're gonna have some of this stuff. Definitely want to look at the road glide here, because she's sexy. Yeah, she is. One last thing that I want to say before I forget, because I did talk about some of the supplies that you need for hurricane. Make sure that you get flashlights, lamps. With no lights, you got to be able to see. So again, those LED lamps are pretty good. So flashlights, lamps, way to charging batteries. And again, do your research. If you go online and you type like hurricane checklist, there's gonna be so many different things that you could buy. Don't wait until the last moment. All right, guys, there you have it. Stay tuned. We got more videos coming up, and as always, God is in control.